Hi there, good morning. Thanks so much for joining us here on the Weather Network. It's Wednesday, it is the 18th of March, 5:34. I'm Emily Vukovic.
And I'm Tom Reynolds. Big problems out east of the city towards Brighton and Belleville. It's closed down the 401 completely because of snow and 40 vehicles involved in a crash last night. So that could be close for hours and hours.
Yeah, there's just a lot of upper level instability through the area. We've got a low over Hudson Bay. There's a little bit of lake enhancement involved. So that is why we're seeing that. And that is why we saw a few flurries yesterday throughout some of the GTA as well. Now, temperatures were cold. We're looking at -6 right now through the city.
So it's still going to be cool with northwesterly winds, so it's still going to get that wind chill effect, so it's going to be quite chilly.
And now, we do have better details for you coming up with the long range. Friday is the first day of spring.
Yes, hallelujah for that.
And we've got better temperatures on that day. Before we get to your traffic report and your long range details, take a look at this must-see video. I've never seen anything like that personally, but I like watching it on video. We'll talk more about your long range in a moment, but first, here's Tom with traffic. Not a bad day today. We are going to be seeing some sunshine, but temperatures, yeah, they're going to be a little cool. We're only looking at a daytime high of 1. High pressure in place for tomorrow, so we are going to see more sunshine. And then Friday, first day of spring. Are we going to see decent conditions? Yes, we are. A mix of sun and cloud and 6 degrees. Saturday, however, we could be clipped by this system to the north, and that could actually be bringing us a little bit of mixing, but then we return to sunshine for Sunday and into Monday. Hi there, good morning. Thanks for joining us here on the Weather Network. It is Wednesday. It is the 18th of March, 5:44. I'm Emily Vukovic.
And I'm Tom Reynolds, and well, we've got some bad news. We've got some problems on the Allen, in town, northbound on the Allen. We've got a rollover. They may end up closing at Eglinton to put this thing back out on the side. But we also have a major crash out through the Belleville, Brighton area. 401 is closed out through that stretch. Up to 40 vehicles involved in the crash.
All right, we'll get to more of those details in just a few moments. But first, we're going to take a look at our temperatures with wind chills, because that's what's really going to get you this morning. This is why we need to bundle up for more winter-like conditions.
Winds still prevalent.
So did you head to your Irish pub last night?
It was lined up right out through the door.
So no.
No. We didn't. But I did have a green beer yesterday.
Oh,
down
good.
in London with my daughter.
That's
so
good.
Yeah, I went to a place down there. So it was good.
I put some green food coloring in my water.
Did you?
Yeah,
Oh,
I felt really festive.
Nice green water. Yeah, the pub.
Everybody must see this at one point in their lives, right? I haven't yet, but I sure hope to one day. We'll take a look at your long range in just a moment, but first, let's head over to Tom with all those traffic issues. Well, we are going to see sunshine today. Tomorrow, another good day. Temperatures are still going to be quite cool. Friday, the first day of spring. Are we going to see spring-like values? Yes, we are. That is such good news. 6 degrees for us on Friday. High pressure still in place, so a mix of sun and cloud. And then on Saturday, looks as though we might get clipped by this system to the north throughout the GTA. So we could see a little bit of mixing, temperatures hovering around 4 degrees, mostly a cloudy day. And then we start to clear up for Sunday and into Monday with sunshine. Well, before we get to our long-range forecast, I want you to take a look at this must-see video. It's really quite spectacular. You may actually be able to see them tonight in the lower Great Lakes. Yeah, incredible, isn't it? All right, we've got clear skies today. We are seeing some sunshine. Tomorrow, a good day as well. Temperatures still going to be a little bit below our seasonal average, but hovering around the freezing mark. By Friday, first day of spring. Yay, everybody rejoice. We've got high pressure still in the area, and temperatures are going to be warming up. We're going to see a daytime high of 6 because we're going to be sitting nicely in this warm sector. Now, by Saturday, we're going to get clipped by this system, and then the cold front's going to come through. So the potential is there for us to see a little bit of mixing. So as March break activities wrap up, we're looking at 4 degrees for Saturday, and then Sunday, behind that cold front, we're looking at a daytime high of -1. Take a look at Hamilton on Friday for the first day of spring. We're looking at 7 degrees. 4 for Saturday. Could see some showers here a little bit further south, and then cooling down. Hi there, good morning. You're watching the Weather Network. It's 4 minutes after 6 o'clock. It's Wednesday. It is the 18th of March. I'm Emily Vukovic.
And I'm Tom Reynolds. We've got a rollover on the northbound Allen. It is closed at Eglinton, so if you normally use the Allen, it is closed northbound completely up to Viewmount with a garbage truck on its side. So that could be long-term. Big problems out through the Quinte area, out through Belleville, Trenton. We've got up to 40 vehicles involved in crash out there, so a lot of that is closed off as well.
All right, we'll get to more of those details in a moment. First, let's take a look at our current temperatures.
So that could have been a contributing factor, that wind, to our big crash out through Belleville.
Absolutely. We have that kind of upper level disturbance. We've got a low sitting right over Hudson Bay. A little bit of lake enhancement could have contributed to it as well, but for the most part, it is not a good drive through that area at all. And the snow is continuing through that area. Okay, before we get to your long range details, take a look at this must-see video. Oh, those auroras are beautiful, aren't they? All right, your long-range details are coming up, but first, Tom, what's going on in traffic? A good day today if you don't mind cooler temperatures. Yeah, it's going to feel like -4 when you factor in the wind, but we are going to be seeing some sunshine, which is great news. We're going to see sunshine continuing throughout the day tomorrow, and then on Friday, first day of spring. That is official. We're going to see a high of 6 degrees, so it is going to feel very spring-like. We are going to be kind of sandwiched in between two lows, and the good news is that the one to the south, that'll stay to the south. The one to the north, well, we can actually see a little bit of effect from that on Saturday. We are going to be seeing the chance of some mixing, and then on Sunday, we get back to some sunshine, but behind the cold front, we are going to be cooler. Monday, not a bad day, and we actually warm up into the middle of next week. Before we get to your spring-like details, take a look at this must-see video. I know a lot of people were out indulging yesterday to these streets every single year to catch a glimpse of one of the biggest parades in the world. All right, today we are going to be seeing some sunshine temperatures, a little on the cool side. We're looking at about -4. That's what it's going to feel like when you factor in the wind. High pressure sticking around through the overnight and throughout the day tomorrow. Friday being the first day of spring. That's right, it's only 2 days away. We are going to be seeing temperatures warm up because we're going to be kind of sandwiched in between two systems by Friday. We've got one to the north, one to the south. Looks as though the one to the south is going to stay to our south, but the one to the north could actually skirt a little bit further south and kind of move through us. So on Friday, we're going to be into that warm sector, and then Saturday, that's where we're going to see some moisture from it. Depending on where you are, the area is a little bit further north of the GTA. We'll see a little bit of mixing, and southern areas like through Hamilton, it'll be primarily rain. And then on Sunday, sun comes back, but we're cooler behind the cold front. Thanks so much for that story, Brian. Wow. I mean, I've been stuck in the snow. Have you been stuck in the snow? But probably not like that guy. Incredible. It is Wednesday. It's the 18th of March. I'm Emily Vukovic. Let's take a quick look at your forecast. Seeing a nice day tomorrow. Temperatures hovering just above the freezing mark. And on Friday, first day of spring, we're going to get up to 6 degrees. We're going to be kind of wedged in between two systems over the weekend. So we'll be mild for Saturday and then cooling down behind the cold front for Sunday. All right, I'm going to turn things over to Tom Reynolds. He has an update on your morning commute. Well, I think our forecast looks a little bit better than Tom's traffic report this morning. We do have some sunshine today. Temperatures, they're going to be a little on the cool side, but we're going to see that sun continue for the next few days. By Friday, it's the first day of spring. Temperatures are going to start to warm up. Reason being, we're going to be kind of sandwiched in between two systems. We've got one to our north and one to our south. The one to our south looks as though it's going to miss us, but we've got that warm southerly flow coming in with it, so we are going to see our temperatures bump to seasonal values. And then on Saturday, we're going to cool down behind the cold front, but not after getting a little bit of moisture from this system. Could start off with a little bit of snow north of the city, transitioning to some showers, but down to the south, staying as rain, and then Sunday cooling off. Good morning. Thanks so much for joining us here on the Weather Network. It's Wednesday. It is the 18th of March, 44 minutes after 6 o'clock. I'm Emily Vukovic.
And I'm Tom Reynolds. I'm far too busy for this time of the morning. It shouldn't be this busy. We've got big crash out east through Trenton. It's all closed off. We got problems on the southbound 404. We got a rollover on the Allen that's causing problems. We have problems at 35-115 with a rollover there. 4 people injured, being extricated from their car. So it's a big mess.
Okay, well, let's check in with somebody who doesn't have those types of problems. Mr. Kevin Yard. And Kevin, after basking in very spring-like conditions for the last couple of weeks, I mean, it's been a roller coaster, but now, my friend, you are dressed like it is winter again. Right. Thanks so much, Kevin. All right, before we get to Tom's traffic report, take a look at this must-see video. I've never seen lights like this in my life, but I hope to one day, certainly on my bucket list. Alberta, it was pretty strong. They actually saw them until about, well, they are going to see them until about 7:30 this morning. Amazing. All right, your long range is also coming up, but first, here's Tom. A nice day today. We've got some sunshine in the forecast. Temperatures a little on the chilly side. It'll feel about -4 when you factor in that wind. Tomorrow, equally cool. We're looking at about 2 degrees for our daytime high. Friday being the first day of spring. It is going to feel spring-like, but not for the reasons that we want. We're actually going to be kind of sandwiched in between these two systems. So we're going to be sitting in the warm sector of this low, and that's going to bump our temperatures up with that southerly wind. So we are going to be seeing daytime highs around 6 degrees, but then come Saturday, we are going to get clipped by the one to the north. Areas further north are going to see cooler temperatures by Sunday behind the cold front. Hi there. It is Wednesday. It is March the 18th. I'm Emily Vukovic. Thanks so much for joining us here at the Weather Network. Time now to take a look at your long-range forecast as we near the end of March break. Well, the weather's still going to be quite cool, but we are going to be seeing lots of sunshine. So if you have outdoor activities planned, just make sure you bundle yourselves and the kids up appropriately. Thursday, a fair day, lots of sunshine. We have high pressure dominating over the area. And then for Friday, being the first day of spring, we are going to see seasonal conditions, which is perfect. We're going to get up to about 6 degrees, a little bit of sunshine, a little bit of cloud cover, because if you can notice, the top and the bottom of your screen, we've got two systems that we're going to be kind of sandwiched in between. I mean, the one to the south is helping us because it's getting us into that warm sector with that southerly wind. And then on Saturday, unfortunately, we're going to get clipped by the one to the north. So we could see some light mixing, especially areas north of the GTA, so through Orangeville, up through Barrie and Aurelia. But down through Hamilton and the Niagara region, it looks as though it is going to stay mostly rain. Now, by Sunday, once that cold front moves through, temperatures are going to be dropping below our seasonal average again. But the silver lining is always going to be that sunshine. So we're looking at 2 degrees for tomorrow. We're looking at 6 for Friday, mixing potential for Saturday, clearing out for Sunday. And then as we get into the middle of next week, this icon looks a little bit deceiving, but we are going to be seeing our temperatures warm up. Okay, I'm going to turn things over to Tom Reynolds right now. He has an update on your morning commute. Hi there. Good morning. Thanks for joining us here on the Weather Network. It's Wednesday. It is the 18th of March. 4 minutes after 7 o'clock. I'm Emily Vukovic.
And I'm Tom Reynolds, and certainly we've been having some strange weather of late. Temperatures rising, falling. Yesterday dropped, had winds, and major snow event happened out east of Toronto, out through the Belleville, Trenton area, and that's still closed off. 40 trucks involved in crashes out there. They're trying to clean that mess up. In fact, one of our employees, Marilyn, who's in charge of our facilities here at the Weather Network, she's caught in it. Since when?
Since midnight last night.
She's been caught out there on
not
the
in the actual area. She's not part of the 40 vehicles, but she's caught in the backlog.
In the backlog, yeah.
That's incredible.
That's just a mess.
Wow.
Well, and this is why we say, when you're driving in this weather, make sure you got a full tank of gas and good communication, because
and an emergency kit.
Well, an emergency kit
with water and blankets and food. You don't think about it, but you must. Okay, we're going to get out to Kevin Yard. He is joining us live in Toronto this morning. And Kevin, you're going to be going to the Science Center later on. Are you excited about that? Thanks, Kevin. And speaking of outside our studio, look at this beautiful sunrise. It's going to be a great day if you don't mind the cooler temperatures. You've been stuck in the snow before, right? You've had your vehicle stuck in a snowbank maybe, or never mind, we don't have time. Here's Tom.
Thank you very much.
24 minutes after 7 o'clock, I promise I will show you that Stuck in the Snow video. It is a full story. You will not be disappointed. Stick around. You don't want to miss it. Sunshine throughout the day today. We are going to be seeing temperatures below our seasonal average, feeling closer to -4 when you factor in that wind. Sunny tomorrow, and then Friday, the first day of spring, we are going to see a daytime high of 6 degrees, and we can thank that low to the south, bringing in that southerly flow. By Saturday, temperatures stay quite mild, but we could see some mixing north of the city and then cooling down for Sunday. If you're traveling eastbound on the 401 and you're trying to get to, say, Kingston this morning, don't, because that highway, that stretch of highway of the 401 through Brighton and Belleville, still closed. Traveling eastbound, I think they've opened maybe one lane, but westbound, no, shut down. So we've got sunshine today. Maybe you can postpone your trip until tomorrow. We're going to see sunshine tomorrow as well, but temperatures a little on the cool side. By Friday, we are going to be seeing some sunshine. First day of spring, temperatures getting up to 6 degrees. By Saturday, we're getting clipped by this system to the north, so areas just north of the city could see some mixing and then cooler temperatures for Sunday. Sunshine, as you saw on a couple of Tom's cameras there, it's going to continue throughout the day today, but temperatures a little on the cool side. We're only going to see daytime highs hovering just above the freezing mark, feeling more like -4 when you factor in the wind. By Friday, things are looking up. We are going to be seeing a very spring-like day for the first day of spring. Seasonal temperatures and 6 degrees, but we're going to be sandwiched in between these two systems. The good news is that it's going to be bringing us a southerly wind. That's going to help warm us up. The bad news is that by Saturday, some areas north of the city through Orangeville, through Barrie and Aurelia, we can see a little bit of mixing. South of the city through Hamilton and into the Niagara region, it looks to be mostly rain. And then we cool down behind the cold front for Sunday. Thanks for joining us here on this Wednesday. It is the 18th of March, 44 minutes after 7 o'clock. I'm Emily Vukovic.
And I'm Tom Reynolds, and it's been a bit chaotic on the roads today. They started off last night out through the Belleville corridor with 40 vehicles involved in major crashes there. That's still closed off in sections. Got a rollover on the Allen. We've had problems on the 401. So in spite of being March break, we still have a lot of activity out there.
Now, we are seeing beautiful sunshine outside our Oakville studios, which is lovely. And it's going to be a sunny but cool, crisp day. Kevin Yard is braving the elements right now. And Kevin, I mean, you're dressed like it's winter. It must feel much cooler out there than our actual temperature with that wind. All right. Thanks, Kevin. No one will believe you're that old. Before we get to Tom's traffic, take a look at this must-see video. Now, everybody's been stuck in the snow at one point in their lives, but not like this guy, I bet. He was pretty badly stuck. Friends and neighbors helped him out, which was good news. So he's out. He's safe. He's fine. Your long-range details are also coming up. But first, Tom, what's going on the roads? Well, we have sunshine in the forecast for today. We are going to be seeing temperatures hovering just above the freezing mark, feeling a little colder when you factor in the wind. High pressure sticking around throughout the day tomorrow, and Friday looks pretty good. It's the first day of spring. It's officially arriving. 6 degrees is our daytime high. It's going to be lovely. We're going to be sandwiched in between two systems, which means we've got a southerly flow coming in, and that means mild temperatures for Friday into Saturday. But depending on where you are, areas north of the city can see a little bit of mixing with that system to the north, and then to the south looks to be primarily showers, and then temperatures cooling down behind the cold front. Hi there. Good morning. Thanks for joining us here on the Weather Network. It's Wednesday. It is March the 18th, 4 minutes after 8 o'clock. I'm Emily Vukovic.
And I'm Tom Reynolds. Just a beautiful day. Nice blue sky. Sun on the way, which is kind of lovely. We've had a chaos on the roads right from the get-go. Out through the Belleville area, we still have a lot of closures through that whole stretch in towards Brighton because of 40 vehicles involved in the crash. Problems in the Allen. We'll update that situation as well.
We're going to check in now with Kevin Yard. His tour of March break activities continues, and right now he is live at the Ontario Science Centre. And Kevin, learning is power. What are you learning right now? Lots of fun. Thanks, Kevin. All right. We've all been stuck in the snow, but have you ever been stuck in the snow like this guy? I haven't. Thank goodness for that. Get out, and he's fine, and his car is fine, but man, could you imagine? No thanks. Long-range details are coming up first. Here's Tom with traffic. The forecast fares a little better than that. We are seeing some sunshine today. Temperatures making it feel closer to -4 with the wind. We're going to see daytime highs around 1 today. Tomorrow looks pretty good. We're seeing a daytime high of 2 with that high pressure sticking around. And Friday, the first official day of spring, into that warm sector with that southerly flow. So we are going to be seeing temperatures at our seasonal average. Unfortunately, by Saturday, it looks as though we could see some mixing northern areas of the city. But to the south, we're staying into rain. And Sunday, we're going to be cooling down behind that cold front to -1 through Hamilton. Sunshine today, and we are going to be seeing sunshine tomorrow, but cooler temperatures because of that northwesterly wind. Now, we are going to see a warm-up just in time for the first official day of spring. On Friday, we'll get up to about 6 degrees. Come Saturday, system to the north just clips us, and then we start to cool down throughout the day on Sunday, but the sunshine will return throughout the GTA. Thanks, Kevin. That's pretty neat. A real human brain. Can you touch it? Can you poke at it? I just want to see what it feels like. All right, we are going to see some sunshine throughout the day today. Temperatures getting up to 1, feeling like -4 when you factor in the wind. Very similar story tomorrow. The winds will start to ease, however, and by Friday, our first official day of spring, getting up to 6 degrees, and we can thank the southerly flow that these systems are bringing in. On Saturday, unfortunately, we're going to get clipped by the system to the north, so some areas north of the city can see a little bit of mixing, and then by Sunday, behind that cold front, colder temperatures, but sunshine returns. Good morning. Thanks for joining us on this Wednesday. It is the 18th of March, 8:44. I'm Emily Vukovic.
And I'm Tom Reynolds. Spring is coming Friday, isn't it?
It is.
I'm so glad of that.
6 degrees on Friday, too.
That's not bad.
It's going to feel spring-like.
That's all right.
Yeah,
better
maybe
than
that.
this.
Well,
The sunny's nice.
Still
but
beautiful.
I know. Blue skies and sunshine, but a little
Silver
bit on the
lining.
chilly side.
Yeah, it is. Kevin was out braving the elements earlier this morning and decided, nope, that's it. I'm done. I'm going inside to participate in some March break fun. And that's exactly what he's doing at the Ontario Science Centre. Kevin, you've shown us some reptiles. We were talking about the brain earlier. What do you have now? Wow. All right. Before we get to your long range and Tom's traffic, take a look at this must-see video. That's what happened to his vehicle. Luckily, neighbors and friends chipped in and literally chipped in and got him out. Your long range is coming up, but first, here's Tom with traffic. Not a bad day today. The winds are going to be not as harsh as they were yesterday. We've got sunshine in the forecast today into tomorrow. That high pressure sticks around for Friday, which, yes, is the first day of spring, a daytime high of 6 degrees. We can thank that nice warm southerly flow. We are sandwiched in between two systems, however, and by Saturday, it looks as though areas north of the city could see a little bit of mixing. South of the city, however, it stays primarily rain, and then we cool down behind that cold front Sunday, a daytime high of -1. And if you want to check out past videos, all you need to do is head to our website, like Kim was mentioning, theweathernetwork.com. I'm Emily Vukovic. It is Wednesday. It is the 18th of March, and we are setting up to an absolutely gorgeous day. Temperatures little on the cool side because we do have that Arctic air filtering in. We've got those northwesterly winds, so we're only going to get up to a daytime high of about 1 today. Feeling like -4, but that's not going to stop people from participating in March break activities. Kevin Yard has been literally doing a tour of the city this week, and this morning he joins us at the Ontario Science Centre. And Kevin, with it being kind of chilly outside, I think a lot of people are going to be heading there today to stay warm inside. What are you learning about now? Thanks, Kevin. Those poor daisies. I like daisies. Well, we're going to see some sunshine today. It's not going to be cold enough to freeze flowers. We're seeing a daytime high of 1, feeling like -4. We are going to be seeing below seasonal temperatures again tomorrow, but lots of sunshine. By Friday, the first official day of spring, it's going to feel very spring-like. Southerly flow coming in. We'll see a daytime high of 6. Saturday, that system to the north could just clip us. Northern areas could see some mixing, cooling down by Sunday. I'm sure all of us have been stuck in the snow at one point or another, but nothing like that. Thanks so much for joining us here at the Weather Network. It's Wednesday. It is the 18th of March. I'm Emily Vukovic. Before we get to our forecast details, take a look at this must-see video. A spectacular light show. Today, we are going to see some sunshine. A nice day if you don't mind the cooler temperatures. By this afternoon, it's going to feel closer to -4, but as you can see, not a lot of active weather. We've got high pressure sticking around throughout the day tomorrow, which is good news. And then on Friday, the first day of spring, we've got good and bad news. The good news is that we're going to warm up and feel more spring-like. We're going to get to seasonal values because of the southerly flow, because we're going to be sandwiched right in between these two lows. The bad news is that come Saturday, we do have the potential for the northerly low to kind of clip by us and give us a little bit of mixing, and then behind that cold front we are going to be cooling down for the beginning of early next week. Hi there, thanks for joining us here on the Weather Network. I'm Emily Vukovic. It's Wednesday. It is the 18th of March. As you can see outside our Oakville studios, we are shaping up to a beautiful day. Lots of sunshine and temperatures, well, they're a little bit on the cool side. March break festivities continue all around this city, and Kevin Yard is joining us live from the Ontario Science Centre this morning. And Kevin, you are a brave man. I don't think I would let that creature come anywhere near me.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm with you, little girl. I don't know. I love how Kevin was kind of talking to it like it was a cute puppy or something. That was kind of my favorite part. All right, before we get to forecast details, take a look at this must-see video. We've all been stuck in the snow at some point in our lives, but friends and neighbors chipped in, helped him out. He's fine, his truck's fine, but wow, moral of the story, do not drive in a blizzard. All right, we did see a little bit of snow throughout much of the GTA yesterday, and as we get closer to the highly anticipated first day of spring on Friday, temperatures are actually going to be warming up. Reason being, we're going to be sandwiched right in between two systems. We've got one to the north, one to the south, and we've got that southerly flow in between. See our little spring countdown? 2 days. That southerly flow is going to help warm us up for Friday to about 6 degrees, and then on Saturday, unfortunately, it looks as though we are going to get clipped by that system to the north. So northern areas of the GTA, we're looking further north, say St. Barry and Orillia, even up through Orangeville. Newmarket may see a little bit of mixing, but areas a little bit further to the south through Hamilton and through the Niagara region, that's where we can see primarily rain. Now, as we get into next week, behind the cold front, temperatures cooling down, but that sunshine returns. Thanks, Kim. For more around the world in 60 seconds, you can always head to our website, theweathernetwork.com. I'm Emily Vukovic. It is Wednesday. It is the 18th of March. And before we get to our forecast details, take a look at this spectacular video. Just beautiful. right, today we are going to be seeing some sunshine, very similar to yesterday, but yesterday we picked up a few isolated flurries. Well, prepare yourself for that, but I think the caveat, well, the good news, I should say, the silver lining, is that we do have high pressure in the area, so we're going to see lots of sunshine, so get yourself out of the wind and it'll feel better. We've got a nice day for Friday, which happens to be the first day of spring. We've got a low to our south and a low to our north. We're seeing some southerly flow coming in, which is great news because that's what's helping bump up our temperature. So we're going to get to 6 degrees for Friday. And then Saturday, I don't know. Saturday doesn't look so great in some areas, but in other areas it looks okay. North of the city, we could see some mixing from that system to our north. Temperatures will be cool enough. And then to the south, it looks as though it is going to be primarily rain, but then temperatures will cool down behind the cold front for Sunday to -1. Thanks, Jacqueline. I'm Emily Vukovic. It is Wednesday. It is the 18th of March. You can see outside our Oakville studios, it is already spanning out to be a beautiful day, even though temperatures are quite chilly this morning. Kevin was outside braving the elements, but now he has found some March break fun. He's inside the nice and warm and cozy Ontario Science Centre. Kevin, what are you up to now?
Okay, back inside of the studio.
And it's trying.
Yeah, no thanks. That's like, ugh. That is making my skin crawl, literally, just looking at it. Oh, kids are so much braver than I am. All right, before we get to your forecast details, let's take a look at this must-see video. I'll watch the parade every single year. It's got to be a good time. Definitely a good time. Better than those snakes, in my opinion. Today, sunshine, temperatures, as Kevin was mentioning, are going to feel closer to -3, -4 when you factor in the wind. We're going to stay cool for tomorrow, warming up slightly above the freezing mark. And then for Friday, the first official day of spring, we are going to see a nice warm southerly flow. We're kind of sandwiched in between two systems, but that'll help warm up our temperatures to 6 degrees. And then for Saturday, that system to the north looks as though it could clip northern regions of Toronto. Could see a little bit of mixing to start off the day, but then really starting to clear out as we get into the beginning of next week. Areas to the south looks as though it's going to be primarily showers. And then again, more sunshine to kick off next week. Snowplows came by and more snow, and it just made situations worse. He's okay, his truck's okay, but man, could you imagine? That was a real jam he was in for sure. I'm Emily Vukovic. It is Wednesday. It is the 18th of March, and hopefully you've recuperated from last night's St. Patrick's Day festivities. The sun was shining, but temperatures were a little bit on the cool side, and with the wind, it made it feel even cooler. And that's a very similar story for today. We are going to be seeing lots of sunshine, temperatures just hovering above the freezing mark, and it's going to feel closer to -4 when you factor in the wind. We start to warm up slightly throughout the day tomorrow, and then Friday, the first day of spring, is actually going to feel very spring-like. Southerly flow, because we are sandwiched in between these two systems, so we're going to get up to a daytime high of 6 degrees. But then on Saturday, we get clipped by that system to the north, and that's going to bring northern areas of the GTA, possibly some mixing. Down towards the south, we can see some rain, and then cooler temperatures behind the cold front. 29 Canadians in Vanuatu. The largest freshwater fish ever, and from the world's tallest building. This is News in a Minute. 29 Canadians were hit by Cyclone Pam. At least 29 Canadian citizens were in Vanuatu when Cyclone Pam hit, the Deputy of Foreign Affairs said Monday. The storm lashed the islands over the weekend with torrential rain and wind speeds up to 300 kilometers an hour. Authorities are still trying to count how many people were killed or injured in the aftermath of the cyclone. Is this the largest freshwater fish ever found? At 4.3 meters long and 2.4 meters wide, this stingray could be the largest freshwater fish ever captured and recorded. The ray was caught in Thailand and is reportedly pregnant, according to National Geographic. Lastly, jumping from the world's tallest building. Ever wonder what it might be like to take flight from the world's tallest building in Dubai? Well, here's a bird's eye view of it as a GoPro was strapped onto the back of an eagle who took flight from the top.